All right, Logic. So Logic says that a true artist doesn't make the same song over and over again. You know, a lot of fans they want the old Kanye, etc. Artists hate that. They're like, go listen to my old music. So Logic is basically saying, don't play it safe. It's art. You know what I mean? Like, make your art from the heart and basically like keep switching it up. Does this make sense to you?
Yes, it makes all.
You agree?
I agree. I agree. I hate this fucking era where everyone says the right thing.
That's
I hate it. I swear to God,
That's not
I do.
the era
I do.
we live in.
Yes, it is.
Everyone says the right thing?
Yes.
Okay.
And when they don't, it's trolling.
Okay, so
Yeah,
today people are making good points in these tweets.
Yes, I agree with Logic. I mean, there's no deep dive analysis to give here. Do you disagree? Does anybody disagree so we can debate?
I mean, I kind of disagree.
All right, let's hear it.
I don't think it's an indictment on your artistry if you exploit a sound that you may have found, like whatever sound you kind of find while you're going through your creative process. I mean, we see Future did it a bunch of times. Like
He said, I'm going to focus on the word true. I think that one word for me changes everything there.
a true artist that doesn't care about the music business, I guess wouldn't. But someone who does care about the music business and capitalizing off current trends and sounds.
Then you're not, it's not.
That's not a true artist?
Yeah.
You can't be both?
No.
Why not?
The more you are of one, the less you are of the other. That's why. And that's true for both.
Okay. I would go back to, I'm going to use Future as an example.
If you're a true artist in the music business, you'll probably not have a career shortly.
Okay.
Honestly.
So this is one of those, if you're true to the art, you don't give a fuck about the hits and nothing like that.
Well, because you have to. If you sign a record, what label are you on? Because what would the middle ground be? You have some artists that, I mean, that's why I champion and fucking stand for Kendrick so hard, because I do believe that that's who he is. I don't believe he's front. I don't believe it's a gimmick. I champion for niggas.
And he definitely don't make the same shit twice.
No, not at all. But I love niggas who get to the top just doing it their way. But everybody is not afforded that luxury. You can't just come in the industry and be true to fucking art and not think about how the fans are receiving songs, how the labels, initiative, agenda, and objective. Like, you kind of have to. So the word true there, true art has nothing to do with capitalism.
Okay.
True art has nothing to do with business. That's why when I say, and I hate to keep talking about me because I'm retired, but in retirement, I feel fulfilled because the next time somebody hears me, it will be true artistry, agendaless. I'm not making music to pay a bill. I'm not making music thinking about what fans want from me. I'm not making music thinking about how I will be perceived. It is true art. Michelangelo didn't give a fuck about what niggas thought when he was drawing, you know what I mean? But because we're in a business, you have people that are in the music business and you have people that are in the business of music. Those two don't always coincide. I sit here all the time and say, I don't care about that. 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 Know what I care about? The music. All the time I say that.
Well, I guess
every time I say it, niggas say, man, get Joe the fuck out of here. Well, I'm like the only nigga still there. The music is still what's important to me. The music is still what I'm passionate about. Know why? I'm a true artist. True. The word true changes that for me.
Well, I guess I disagree with the true artist thing just only being... I think you have to, being in the music industry, you have to have some acknowledgement of capitalism. And while going and ranging throughout your different aspects in finding your creative, like whatever inspiration, I feel like when you do have something that you realize that is groundbreaking and innovative, I just don't see anyone who would be in the music industry who finds something that works and then says, all right, I won't attempt it again. It's all about formula. We just sat here, and I get it, we're talking about a label when they're talking about a formula. If there was a formula for music for anyone, this would be the most profitable thing in the world, but it's not, right? So when someone sees something that works, like for example, People just realized that maybe they were making their own song over again. But think about the whole little reggae vibe that everybody was on. Controller, we have Tory Lanez doing some shit. We got Tiger doing some, everybody was doing this whole like, yo, we're on the Caribbean way.
I don't want you to lose your point. How do you feel about the Caribbean wave on Division's album?
I really like it.
You do? I was conflicted. Did you hear that album?
I didn't hear
Yeah, I'm
it.
listening to it. All right.
This is a Caribbean wave? I'm definitely listening.
I mean, it's a good song. I just wasn't. I guess it caught me off guard, and when I heard it, I was like, "Damn, him too." Like, you have to. When I got my deal, you had to. When you did your album, you had to have a girl song, and you had to have a club song. You had to have those two songs. Now,
And a street
it's
song,
almost
probably,
like,
right?
Oh yeah.
So 3 of them.
It seemed like you almost have to have one of these songs, like you're talking about.
I don't know. Is this dying soon?
I'm not sure if it's dying, but it'll probably.
It should start to slow down. I feel like it's.
Well, it'll be on the bigger artists, I believe. I mean, if they flip it to
Saturation.
something else, or a lot of times music becomes stagnant, so it'll stay there until something new is kind of introduced, where people all try to do that.
How long has this wave been here?
2 years.
Fairly recent.
Yeah, but that's what I'm
And
saying.
I like all them songs.
Okay.
Don't get it fucked up.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
And I want to hear more of them.
So are
I
we
just don't know
going
how
to
long.
use that as an indictment against people's artistry, right? When we see Drake continually try to make a goddamn
I am.
a reggae record, we see other artists all of a sudden
That's
like
what I
Bieber.
meant. That's what I meant up here when I said low quality music, and nobody understood what I meant. If DJ Akademiks goes to make a song and it works, and I sit home seeing your song working and now trying to emulate it, and it works for me too, great. Is it true art?
Okay, I get you there.
You know what I mean? It's not an original creation.
Okay, I get you
From-
there.
Okay.
But, right? So I wouldn't give you credit for having any innovation or creativity for that record.
Today-
But you might be doing other things.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So again, I'm gonna disregard that because you're following the wave. So it's like when you see somebody's album and you see the single, you say that to the side.
All right, let me cut you off. You're making good points, but that's leaving this point. Designer,
Okay.
Panda.
Okay.
I love it. You love it. You love it. We all know what the knocks were about it. The knocks only get louder, and you give credibility to all that shit when we haven't seen another record perform that way. That's my point about true artistry versus what you're saying. And we still loved that. And we probably still think Designer can catch one. But will it be like that one, Young M.A.? I mean, we talk about these artists here where we feel like they were inspired by other records. I'm here to say there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with being inspired by anybody. The indictment comes when there's no other record. Because now I feel like you weren't inspired. You were jacking. You were copying. Continue to do something. Continue to produce. I would like to hear your sound, right?
Okay.
I feel like Hov was definitely inspired by somebody on
I like
440.
where this is going.
Yeah.
I like where this is going.
Right?
Okay, let's take it in a sense. And I know we talk about this individual a lot, but we love her. But still, it's been a topic of debate.
Who I love.
Cardi B.
Yes.
Right?
I do.
Cardi B. Bodak Yellow. It's
We
a
see-
mirror image
Oh,
of Kodak
I like
Black.
where
Of
this
Kodak
is
Black.
going.
No, let's talk about it. Okay, so we saw that record. Now we all waiting for the next record.
Why we all trying to do our best shows?
No, but seriously, we're waiting for the next record. Now, from what we are hearing or hearing preview, the next record might be something that sounds like another artist. Still, sounds again like me. So we haven't heard what's a Cardi B hit yet. We're hearing
Yes, we have. This is what I think the
Like-
difference is with Cardi and the other people that we were talking about, right? Where the game is now, right now. Same like we just talked about Mike Karen, that EPG bullshit. Where the game is now, Drake, we can find out Drake is not writing things. We don't care. We love Drake. Cardi, she can come and get this record written by whoever. She's telling us. She's like pulling the curtains. She's like pulling the curtains up. Hey, this nigga wrote this. My next record's written by Meek. I have a record with Offset. They all hard. That's why I think that's different. I don't expect.
Okay. No. So
what's Cardi's sound?
Okay. Here's the question from me to you then, right? Mm-hmm. Because she's battling that. Whether you want to admit it or not, she's kind of battling because she even made a comment to say, hey, I'm gonna show you. I just signed my publishing deal. I'm gonna show y'all that I'm here. I am writing shit. Do you credit her for her artistry when you see that is the mold or the wave that she's going forward with? Are you crediting her artistry or not?
No, I'm not looking to Cardi B to credit her artistry. I credit her ethic, her work ethic. She goes harder than people.
Okay, but
she works harder than people. She wants it more.
She clearly wants people to credit her talent because she says, you know what, y'all motherfuckers don't think I wrote blah, blah, blah. Y'all think blah, blah, wrote whatever.
Yeah, but
I'm going to show y'all. So what do you then say to her?
Oh, nothing. I mean, I don't say anything. Number one, Cardi B responds to every single derogatory comment. So I don't care that she responded to that. That's number one. And number two, I saw that post that you mentioned when she got that pub deal. I know that pub deal was huge. That didn't tell me that she writes her own shit, though. That just said that there is a pub deal for whoever the in-house person is that is writing. And the majority of that, because that pub deal is gotten off of Cardi B's back, it's going to Cardi B. That's Cardi B's pub deal.
No, okay.
The label might not even have to know. Hey, let me be clear. I might be up here snitching. I don't know what the perception. I don't know what people know. So let me shut the fuck up because you're right. Cardi B is trying to say I write everything. If you're asking me if I believe that, no, I don't.
Okay, so at this point, you're not crediting her artistry, even though we love her.
Her hard work and charisma.
We're crediting her hard work and charisma.
I don't want this to sound like I'm dissing her because I'm not.
No,
is that how it's coming
off? No. It's not coming off. No, but I had to bring her up
because I love her.
I know we all love her, but I had to bring her up as an example because we were talking about, okay, how do we figure out the people that we're going to credit for their artists? Remember the phrase,
you bringing
true
up
artistry.
Stop for a second. And I'm only stopping you because we've had this very conversation a few months ago. Remember I said here, I'm not paying attention to what Cardi's doing. I'm paying attention to the ripple effects that we will see afterward. Mm-hmm. I think Cardi B is breaking the mold. So I'm not. Cardi's music sounds good. Cardi B. I like the G-Eazy record. I like Bodak Yellow. I like the Meek snippet that I heard, right? I like all that stuff. The next person, all of the people that will emulate this new formula, I don't know if we all gonna like it the way that we all like Cardi B. And quiet is kept. Slowly, it's happening very slowly here, but I'm seeing more people on the side of, and this happens when you're successful and you have the #1 record. I'm seeing more people like, fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch. It's not.
You are after the wave of praise that's already happening. I think in my
Anytime you get a
timelines, I
world
only
of-
see Cardi support still.
Well, me too. That's why I said it's slow. But daily I'm seeing more people speak out against Cardi B for whatever reason. I can't figure
They'll
it
always
out.
make up a reason, though.
I agree with that just because I'm seeing her respond a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because she sees that. She's of course used to hate,
Yeah,
but when you start to get abnormal hate, you're like it's a little bit higher than the hate level's a little bit high right now.
Yeah,
Let
but
me
it's just like that. That's inevitable with success, right? Remember 21 Savage that tweet a few months back? People hate me and want me to die for no reason. They don't even know me. I just feel like
They
comes
want
with it.
21 Savage to die?
Okay, maybe I don't know if die, but you know what I mean. He was saying like, why do you hate me so passionately when you don't? I think it just comes with success. So it's up to her if she's gonna keep responding or not, right? Should she respond?
Well, in
No,
what,
to
in
me,
what
it depends.
manner? Her whole hit record is responding to the haters. The
me,
whole record is a hater response.
To me, it depends on what she holds dearly. You know what I mean? Do you really want niggas to kind of think you're right, or do you want people to see that you're successful, you're likable by a lot of people, and relatable? If that's the case, you won't
Cardi
be
got to
bothered
that
by.
bag.
Yeah, you won't be bothered by people saying, "Oh, you don't write though." That's gonna be a knock against you. Like that's gonna be the question that goes forward. If you're going out of your way to prove it, you might be offended if people are not readily acceptable.
And I do not want to hear Cardi B sound like Offset. I don't. I don't want to hear anybody but Offset sound like Offset. Honestly, there is an Offset flow.
Okay, but if Offset is really good, he'll write a record in a Cardi B type zone that won't sound like himself. The good writers do.
Here's
you
a
know.
question that will sound like I'm hating, but I am not.
First of all, is Black China gonna sound like Joe Budden? Clearly not. But you wrote a record that
No, I
should
did
sound
not
like her.
write Black
Are
China
you sure?
anything.
Because she's our next topic. You better get your lies in order. Maybe you should write her a record. Now could be the time.
I'm not opposed. I'm not.
so you're-
You like that segue?
I am not.
You like
I'm
that
not-
segue?
I
Thank
am
you,
not
thank you.
opposed to ghostwriting for anyone.
So you already did it.
No,
How
I
much
just
did
said
she
no.
pay you?
Yo, the
I keep
NDA is
saying
pretty
no.
stiff. I see
I
it,
know.
man.
Yeah, she really got you. That's like a 40-page
Oh man,
contract.
she learned from the Kardashians, but the NDA is real good on this one.
We'll
Look
be
at China.
collecting
Go ahead,
royalties.
China.
All right,